and she's very, very simple to make. You actually don't even need that many ingredients. And I'm gonna show y'all some hacks too. So here's some vegan butter, and we're just gonna melt down this vegan butter. That's the first step, y'all. Vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter. And if you don't have vegan butter, you can actually use oil, any kind of oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil. Let's see, what else could you use? Hemp seed oil, that's another oil. And if you not feel like using oil, you can use vegetable broth as well, my loves. So first things first, y'all know cooking is easy and fun when you sing. Onions and vegan butter can make anything. So we're gonna add some diced up white onions. Y'all see that up in there? Diced all nice. And we're gonna let these saute down. Ooh, I got some extra butter. She fell off the side. I'm gonna grab her. Ooh, girl, get up in here. Yes, girl, yes. All right, so we're gonna let this saute. Just let these get nice and clear. I like to add in my onions first just because I think they take the longest to get that really ripe, full flavor out of them. The bell peppers, though, we're going to be adding those in just a little bit, but I want to get my onions first, and then we're going to throw in our garlic and our bell peppers at the same time. And the bell peppers are also going to cook inside of the oven, so I got you. It's going to all cook together. It's going to be perfect. I've had my family try this recipe who are not vegan. They do not care for vegan food, and they love this recipe. So if you're like, oh my gosh, what should I make for Valentine's Day, for the Super Bowl? What should I just make for myself? Lovely lasagna dip. Woo! Lovely lasagna dip, child. That's what you should be making, and you should be singing about it too. Dip. Ooh, okay, so while they saute, we might have to get into a vibe, y'all. I don't know. Stay tuned and see what she do. Stay tuned and see what she do. What she gonna do with these vegan lentils? Hello, she got very passionate about it, y'all. What are we gonna do with these lentils? You're probably wondering. Well, this is gonna be our beef, y'all, okay? We are actually not gonna be using like a vegan substitute meat. You could also use quinoa and ground up walnuts or ground up mushroom. It don't really matter, but it's gotta have that meatiness to it. And lentils are the most inexpensive because we're gonna be using a lot of these lentils in here too, y'all. So the best price point, they have the easiest way to soak up all that flavor. They have that hearty, but yet still firm texture to them. So that's what we're gonna be adding in there, y'all. So here we go. Hey, you better saute the onion down. You better saute the onions down. You know I ain't playing around. Hey, she ain't playing around, especially when she got some phlegm stuck up in her throat. I was feeling it since I started my class. I was like, girl, why you got phlegm in there? You know what happens when I get phlegm? I drink water. Hello. That's the easiest way to solve it, y'all. Also, I'm going to be trying to answer y'all's questions throughout this, but I might get distracted because I'm trying to vibe today, y'all. Okay, this is my time of the week where I get to share my favorite thing in the whole world. I get to live my truth, but I also get to just jam out, like unapologetically just, shake it to the left now, shake it to the right now, loaded, layer, lasagna, loaded, and layer, loaded, layered, lasagna. Hey, come on. Yeah. All right, I should drink my water. Sometimes I'll be drinking water, y'all. I got some hippies, by the way. I don't know if you've ever had their snacks, but they're incredible. They smacks, okay? I drink water very regularly, all day. I'll be drinking like 10 of these a day because, I don't know, I sing all day, y'all, and I'm always cooking. I'm always sweating. Boom. Ooh, it looks like our onions are actually cooking down pretty clear. So I think that means it's time we can add in our bell peppers. You see, I made them all pretty. We got green bell peppers and we got red bell peppers over there. There we go. Into the pan. Y'all see that? Ooh, she's so cute. I like setting up the plate to make it pretty. I'm just that girl, you know, who's going to do mad extra. We gonna saute the onions down. Ooh, hello. Oh, I love this song, y'all. This is like one of my favorite beats in here. Oh, is it gonna? Oh, did it just get rid of it? Oh, that was disrespectful. I literally said, this is one of my favorite beats. And she said, you know what? Not today. Not today. Also, if y'all are wondering, how is she doing this? I have a phone right here that's attached to my Apple speaker. And I just get to pick whatever song. I can lift the volume up and down. And these are just random beats I found on iTunes that were just like Afro beats, but without any vocals in them. So I can add in my own. Saute the onions and peppers. Saute the onions and peppers. It's everything that you need. Lovely loaded lasagna feast. Saute the peppers down. Add a salt to splash around. Saute the peppers down. Bit of salt and splash it all around. And y'all know we gonna season this up too pretty soon. Hey, season. This is what I love about like having this kind of kitchen. I can just like dance and cook at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cook. Can you dance? Cook. Y'all wondering, oh, how does she stay so lean while she eats all that green? Hello, this is how y'all wondering. I'll be doing the Carlton. Hey, Carlton in the kitchen. Carlton in the kitchen. I'm doing it a little slower. Maybe a little faster. I really thought I was really doing it. Carlton in the kitchen. Cooking in the kitchen. Ooh, y'all, she already looking cute. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. Hello. I like to season all the way through, honey. If y'all can't tell, I love to use bell peppers whenever I'm creating like Italian-inspired dishes, or honestly a lot of recipes that are like meaty or hearty. I love to add in those bell peppers. It's just dynamic layers of love. Remember what we were talking about, y'all? This whole song, this whole recipe is about the epic layers of love and just adoration that you're putting into this dish. And as y'all can see, she's full of it. Hey, I'm sauteing down the peppers. I'm gonna add it into my sauce. I'm sauteing down the peppers. You know that it's gonna taste fast. I'm sauteing down the peppers. I'm living my dreams, speaking my truth. I'm sauteing down the peppers, making this radical recipe for you. Hey, you know when it just rhymes and you just like, how did she do it? How did she rhyme with it at the same time? I don't know. You know what's crazy? Y'all want to know how I do it? I'm gonna give y'all a secret. So the way I come up with my songs as I'm singing them is once I say the rhyme. So let's see, she's speaking her truth, right? As soon as I say that, I'll just start singing, and then I'll be like, okay, what rhymes with truth as I'm singing, and then I'll get there. I don't know how to, I don't know if anybody else is a musician out there, and they do the same thing, but it's kind of, Wayne Brady, which also thank you for whoever told me, the multiple people who were like, oh girl, that was Wayne Brady, you should know his name. Nobody said that, but that's kind of what I feel like I should do. Wayne Brady has that skill where he can just like start singing about anything, like, honestly, your girl Gabrielle works on that every day. Like, I challenge myself to sing about random things every single day, y'all. Because why not? Hey, if you feel that spirit, if you feel that vibe, like, why not, like, listen to it? I know some people don't like to dance. I know some people don't like to sing. But maybe there's something in your body that's artistic that you can share. And maybe you can't dance that well. Maybe you can't sing that well. But hey, as long as you are having a good time, does it matter? Like, I'm not the best dancer and I'm not the best singer, but I'm having fun. I'm living my truth unapologetically, sharing that good vibe with whoever wants to be a part of it. And if you don't want to be a part of it, that's okay too, because I'm happy. Hey, happy today. Hey, say it. Hey, 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 happy today. Singing my song and living my truth. Hey, I'm happy today. Hey, I'm in the way. Hey, I'm happy today. Singing my song and living my truth. Hey, we're happy today. Singing. Hey, we're saying. Hey, 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 we're happy today. Singing my song and living my truth. Come on, y'all. When you just live in your truth, it's really hard not to just wake up every single day and feel truly blessed. And I understand, listen, a lot of people don't have the option to right here, right now decide, oh yeah, I'm just gonna quit my job and become a musical photographer. You know, like, not everyone has that option. But what you do have an option to do is to go hard at that dream and do not let it just sit there and be just a dream. Work on it every single day until you have the ability to go for it and fully let go of all inhibitions, all fears, all insecurities. Just keep grinding and working at it, working at it. No, I used to drive for Lyft. I used to drive for Postmates when I was building up One Great Vegan. You best believe I didn't act like it. You best believe like I worked like I had everything I had in the world, because that's the only way, y'all. You gotta go hard at your truth. Hey, I'm happy today. Living my truth and saying hey. Hey, I'm happy today. Singing my song and living my truth. Are you living your truth? I hope you are. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you wake up every day and you're like, dang, like I'm alive. Like, how blessed am I? Like, I get to be exactly who I want to be. I really hope you do that, because that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I literally was just crying with my husband. I was just talking to him and I was like, dang, baby, like I wake up every day and I just feel abundant. Like, I just feel blessed. I feel like I'm getting stronger every day in all forms. I feel like I'm learning every day. I feel like I'm letting go of inhibitions, of fears, of insecurities, of anything holding me back, because I am connected. Hey, I am connected to the universe. God, whoever is up there, yeah, I'm connected to the universe. They got just what I need. I am connected to the universe. I am connected to the divine. I am connected to the universe. Everything that I desire is mine. I am connected to the universe. I am connected to everything divine. I am connected to the universe. Everything that I desire is mine. We are connected. You are connected. I am connected to the universe. You are connected. We are connected. I am connected to the universe. I hope that speaks to your soul. I hope you know it to be true. You are connected to the universe. You have a purpose. There is a reason you are alive today. And I really, really hope that you understand that reason, you learn more, you dig deeper into that reason, and you change the world. Because come on, hey, what are we? Hey, I am connected to the universe. Everything I need is divine. Whoa, I am connected to the universe. My God up there's got everything that's mine. I am connected. Hey, you are connected. We are It's good to say it. I hope y'all are saying it with me. Just say it. I am connected to the universe. We are connected to the universe. That means we're all brothers and sisters. All of us, all beings, all living. We all have a purpose that we play. And my purpose today and every single Saturday is to teach y'all how you can heal your body, feed your soul, and ultimately go hard at your truth and just flourish, thrive. I'm doing it. You can do it. Come on. Now, y'all, we're going to add in these lentils. I got a lot of lentils. Let's talk about it. I got a lot of lentils because I'm making a big dish. I would say this is like 5 to 6 cups of lentils. We're not going to add in all of them right now. As I add in all of them right now. No, we're not going to add them all in. I'm going to save that little bit over there. First, I want to get these seasoned up. I want to get them sauced. I really just want to get them bossed. You know what I'm saying? So let's mix this all together. And now, seasoning is everything. Season. Oh, y'all, I near but forgotten a very important ingredient. Hello, garlic. That's all good. Garlic actually takes a lot longer to cook. So we're just going to put this in the middle. We're going to let that simmer down. I'm going to get some butter too, actually. Help that baby cook on down. Ooh, yes. Get that butter and that garlic. All right. So I'm going to let that garlic cook for a little bit and let that just all warm up. Y'all know my little girl Berna. She's small, but she's trying. Okay, y'all. Okay, I think it might be time that I can answer some questions. How soft did you cook your lentils? That is a great question that I can very easily answer by eating them right in front of you and showing you. All right. You see how they look right now? They are soft, but they have a little bit of firmness. Not even al dente. Not even like remotely noticeable. They still have, they're not mushy by any means. You definitely don't want to get these mushy. It's not, I mean, it'll be fine. Listen, it's the flavor, it's the seasoning. But if you want that texture, you gotta make sure they're cooked just the smallest amount. Yeah, that's right. But I will say, cook them with a little bit of salt. Not a lot. Just a little bit so they're not like totally bland. I mean, we want flavor throughout this. You want to serve this to somebody and they're like, dang, what's in this? And you're like, it's lentils. But you don't gotta say it like that. You can say like, it's lentils, yay. That's good, y'all. So we're gonna be doing that, and then we're gonna be adding in steak seasoning. Of course, are you surprised? It's either poultry seasoning, steak seasoning, or like a seafood seasoning. I just love using easy things that I already have in the kitchen. So we're gonna be adding that in, but your girl Gabrielle's mad extra. So I also have some nutritional yeast and some smoked paprika we're gonna add in there, as well as, where's my Italian seasoning, y'all? Ooh, I can smell that garlic. That's what I like to smell. Garlic cooking, garlic cooking, garlic cooking, garlic cooking. Hello, we get into it. We get invested, we get involved. So we'll be adding that in there, the lentils. Now, let's say you overcook your lentils. Let's say they actually turn out kind of mushy and you're like, dang, I got you. You can either use quinoa, obviously cook your quinoa, don't get it mushy. Quinoa, or something you don't even have to cook. Add in some processed walnuts, like not ground up. You don't want them finely ground, but you want some. All right, let's talk about lasagna chips, because so many people have been asking me, how do I make lasagna chips? Where do I get lasagna like that? What? So, the easiest way, I did this 2 times now, okay? 3 times, actually. Lord, burnt. Let's just say that. Burnt, baby, burnt. So, the best way to do this is cook your pasta according to how it says on the package. I use a gluten-free pasta. I think it's called Tinkyada brand. T-I-N-K. Not exactly specifically sure how to spell it, but I know their logo is a bunny, like a rabbit. It has, you can see the ears and everything. So look it up online. Look up gluten-free, vegan noodles, lasagna noodles, and there's a couple different brands, but Tinkyada is my favorite brand. So cook it al dente, just a little bit firm, a little bit firmer than you cooked your lentils, but still cook it firm. And then you're going to lay them out flat on a baking sheet, a parchment covered let me try to say that one more time. A parchment paper or silicone covered baking sheet. Let me slow it down for y'all. So you're going to do that, and then once you have laid them all out very flat, I would use a pizza cutter or some kind of cutter, like a knife, very sharp knife, to cut them into squares. Like you want them to be around that size. So you want them to be like that big. And the lasagna sheets are like this. But when you're boiling them, you should actually cut them in half and then put it into your pot with the boiling hot water. Let them cook al dente. And then you're going to take them out, lay them out flat like we talked about. You're going to cut them, cut them, and then splash a little bit of water on them. Like you can use your sink, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You can use some of the pasta water, just splash it on there, and then add on your vegan Parmesan, which let's chit chat about it. Hello, this follow your heart, vegan Parmesan. This right here, this is what I use on everything. We're gonna talk about, she getting invested involved later. So once you have done that, and you have sprinkled over the Parmesan, you have all your chips laying out, they're gonna look kind of pale. You're gonna add on some smoked paprika, and then you're gonna also add on some, Italian seasoning. And then once you've done that, you just lay them out flat, bake them. I baked mine at 450 degrees, and then I flip them like halfway through, and then I bake them until they're like crispy brown. So that's the best way to do it. You gotta make sure they don't overbake because they will very quickly burn. Trust me. I've learned my lesson too many times, y'all. Too many ways. I burnt a whole batch. I was trying to make it, but like toast version, like, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I messed it up. I thought I messed it up. I didn't mess it up. They came out perfectly fine. So we're gonna be using these to dunk. But let's say you don't feel like doing all the extras. Tortilla chips are so good with this recipe as well. And then also serving it with rice, serving it with quinoa, tortillas, pita bread. Just scoop, you'll see. You just gonna scoop it out, y'all. All right, so I've got my garlic, and yes, I can smell it, and it smells so good. It's time to add in all of our seasonings and our spices. So here's that steak seasoning I was talking about. The brand I'm using today is Mccormick Montreal steak seasoning. Some people be getting mad at me because I call it steak seasoning. That's okay. You can be mad at me. I'm going to keep using it. So I'm going to add in about 3 to 4 tablespoons. And make sure to check to see how much salt. Ooh, I can smell that lemon in there. Ooh, that orange. Oh, yes. I love it. Make sure to check to see how much salt is in there. You don't want to add too much salt in this recipe. Remember, we're adding on cheese on top. There will be some salty elements in there as well. So next thing, y'all, I have my Italian seasoning right here. If you don't have Italian seasoning, you can use parsley. You can use, let's see what else, basil. You can use some oregano in there. I'm going to be adding in about 2 to 3 tablespoons because y'all know I be going in with the tablespoons. We ain't got no teaspoons. We're going to have a couple teaspoons involved in the other part, but we'll talk about that later. And then smoked paprika, hey, smoked paprika, hey, hey, hey. You can add in nutritional yeast if you want to. I'm going to skip it on this part. I'm going to add it into our Bechamel Parmesan cream tacula sauce later. But first things first, I want to make sure I get all that seasoning and spice. Y'all see that? Ooh, yes, she is cooking up just Oh yes, it is. I can smell all that delicious seasoning, that smoked paprika. Y'all know I add smoked paprika. And what else? Maple syrup. Maple syrup. I'll be adding it into everything. I don't know, to me it just balances out anything. Like you can truly balance out any recipe with maple syrup and some smoked paprika. And then sometimes some lemon juice. But I'm adding in crazy things. So here I go. All right. So this is great. This is awesome. I'm not mad at this. I think we're good on our seasoning and our spice. I think the next part we should do, add in our liquid ingredients. We're almost done with this part, y'all. It gets so much easier. So now we're going to be adding in our whole jar. Actually, I'm going to be adding this whole jar of my tomato sauce. And I am using a sugar-free, and I think it's salt-free. Oh no, just sugar-free. Because I do not like sugar in my sauces. A lot of them use like high fructose corn syrup, and that ain't for me. So I can already tell this is nice and saucy, so I'm gonna add in some more of my beans. I really wanna fill this out, and I wanna use all of these beautiful beans. Lentils are the most inexpensive bean you can get, seriously. And so that, and I think black beans as well. So I want to make a big batch of this. I already know I'm feeding some of my friends today. I just want to make sure we get all that seasoning and spice. I'm going to add in just a splash more. of my steak seasoning because I've just added in some more of my lentils. So I'm balancing out everything constantly as I cook. And then y'all, we get to put a lid onto this baby right here, and then we get to chill. And when I say chill, I mean we actually get to make a sauce. If that's what chilling means to y'all, then hello, we chilling. All right, that looks great. Now I'm gonna get this a little bit thicker. I have some tomato paste. And the reason we're actually gonna be adding in our tomato paste is number one, to give it that nice thickness, to give it a nice rich color as well. And then we're going to be adding in our maple syrup to balance out the acidity that comes from the tomatoes. Y'all know tomatoes are acidic. You know that's why they be adding in sugar and high fructose corn syrup and all that mad extraness. They be adding it all into our tomato sauces. So you can make your own tomato sauce. Pause. Y'all want to know the easiest way to make your own tomato sauce? Get a bunch of tomatoes. They can be old tomatoes, straight up. Like tomatoes that are about to go bad. Get that. Ooh, let me mix that in real quick. I can see a little chunky chunk. Make sure to get all the chunks of your tomato sauce mixed in. I just saw a little chunk. We're going to get rid of you. Yeah, girl. So, the easiest way to make some tomato sauce, you're going to roast tomatoes, onions, garlic, and some kind of green herb. It could be some basil or some green onion or some sage, rosemary, thyme. Doesn't matter. But blend or don't. We'll talk about the blending in just a second. First thing, you're going to roast all of those with a little bit of oil, some salt. I would add in some nutritional yeast and also some crushed red pepper, but you don't have to do all that. Truly, all you need is some tomatoes, some onion, some garlic, some oil, and some kind of green herb. So you're going to roast all of that together, and then once that's done roasting, then get out your blender. Boom, pop it onto your table, and then pour all of that in there. Add in a little bit of vegetable broth, or if you want to make tomato soup, add in some like creamy hummus or some coconut cream. Boom, you got yourself a tomato sauce that you can add in this. And that could make this whole recipe take it to the whole other level, y'all. You know she already good, but we can just go in even more. All right, here comes my maple syrup to balance it out. Adding in about 2 tablespoons of that maple syrup. Maple, she gonna balance out. She gonna twist and chop. She gonna balance the acidity. She gonna balance out. And then she sings out. She gonna balance out acidity. That's what the maple syrup is doing. If you're wondering why your girl always adds in maple syrup, because I rather add in maple syrup than add in sugar. You can add in brown sugar or some turbinado sugar if you want to. I'm gonna have a taste because I like to taste as I go with my recipes. So I'm gonna just get some of this, get some of that red pepper. You can eat this just by itself, y'all. We done actually. Just gotta add on the cheese. Oh yeah. Wow. Yes! Oh my gosh. Y'all saw my video. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. For real, because it is good. It's already good just like this. Like, bro, this is delicious by itself, and we not even done, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna let this chill and just let it simmer and sit and cook and just all that goodness really get in there. And then, hey, we're gonna work on a sauce, y'all. This is the Boss Creamy Parmesan Sauce. Now, you don't have to make this. I'm not gonna lie. You can make this recipe without the sauce, okay? Oh, I tell you the truth. But if you want ultimate maximum deliciousness and you just want a really good sauce, hello, this is the way to go. All right, so let's add in some vegan butter first. This is basically a bechamel sauce. You know, I take liberties though. You know, she do what she do. So first I'm gonna melt down my vegan butter. And as that's melting down, I have some coconut cream or any kind of plant milk works, plant-based milk. I suggest using either cashew or oat, but most importantly, coconut cream because it's just nice and thick. The other ingredients we're going to be adding in here is some gluten-free flour, or if you're not gluten-free, you can use regular flour. You can also skip the flour if you don't need it to be that thick. I know some people also like to use tapioca flour. go for, glow for, flow for. You know what I'm saying? And then we have, of course, seasoning and spice. I have garlic powder, onion powder, as well as Italian seasoning. And I got some nutritional yeast. So I got all of my super cheesy, herby seasoning right there. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we're going to be adding in some vegan Parmesan. This is the star of this baby right here. Ooh, and that butter melted down, y'all. Good. So we're going to be adding this in, whisking it all up, just making it perfection. So my butter is melted down, which means it's time to add in my coconut cream. I didn't want it to splash on me. There she goes. There she flows. And here's my whisk. I'm going to just start whisking together that butter and that blessing, that beef coconut milk. I swear, I use coconut milk, coconut cream, coconut. I'm just a coconut kind of girl. I am partially from Haiti, and my dad is Puerto Rican. So sometimes it kind of starts to make sense when you're like, oh snap. How did I end up loving coconut? And my husband's Jamaican. So that kind of happens when everybody around you is from some kind of island that has coconut. And I also live in Florida. The plenty of coconuts that are just like abundant everywhere is mind-blowing, y'all. So we are making this bechamel sauce as I drink water. Hello. Sometimes I'll accidentally pour way too much and I'm like, it'll get all over me. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, let me drink it. All right, so she's getting nice and hot. I'm gonna slowly add in my flour, just a little bit at a time. You really don't want this to be overly thick, but you still want it to have some viscosity, which is a word I learned in high school. It's funny that I messed up the word. That's just the irony in me talking in general. But viscosity is a word that I learned in high school, and I never forgot it. I was always like, viscosity. And that's exactly how I sounded in high school, too. I had a high-pitched voice. Actually, I kind of did. I used to sing soprano, and now I'm definitely an alto. I can sing soprano, like I can hit the high notes, but I prefer to sing alto. That's just my comfort. And I used to sing tenor, too, which is crazy. If you are familiar with the music world, you know exactly what I was saying. If you know nothing about the music world, you're like, girl, who are you again? You crazy, child. You crazy. All right. I think it's time for our seasoning and our spice. She's bubbling. She's boiling. Let me get out my cheese, if you please, and then my Italian and my nutritional yeast. And then, is that it? I think. Oh, no. Oh, no. In fact, she's going in first. This is garlic powder and onion powder. 1 tablespoon of each of those. And then we're going to whisk this. Whisk it up, whisk it up, whisk up that sauce. Whisk it up, make it buzz. Make it buzz. Yes. And give your hair a toss, because you so bougie with it and you cute with it too at the same time. Alright, whisking it together. And now, let's add in our Italian seasoning, our nutritional yeast. I'm gonna add in a pretty decent amount of our nutritional yeast. But for our Italian seasoning, you don't need more than a tablespoon. You'll be good on that. Nutritional yeast, I'm gonna be adding in, I think I'm gonna add in like 3 tablespoons, just for safe measure and safe pleasure, because it's flavor we'll be talking about here. And then 1/4 cup of our vegan Parmesan. Into the bowl she goes. Oh! Wrong end. I'm gonna take it out this way, girl. Get you together. Yes! Let it rain! Hello. Let it rain. Let it rain in my brain. Ooh, we thickening her up. Yes! And I like to make this about the same thickness as gravy. A little bit thicker works. A little bit thinner works. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. But you want it to be about, you see how it's runny? Drippy, drizzly, and good. Ooh, I like it. I'm gonna add in a little bit more of my cheese because, hello, cheese, if you please. Because I want it nice and cheesy and thick. Okay, she going in, y'all. And this is made with my favorite vegan cheese, Follow Your Heart brand, which, y'all, I swear they sell Follow Your Heart in every store. I went to this like tiny little farmer's market in like nowhere, Florida. Guess who they had? Follow Your Heart. They had so many different kinds of, hello. They had so many different kinds of Follow Your Heart cheese. I was like, how did they do this? How did they get all the way out here? I love it. Oh, look at that. Y'all, look at that runniness. Look at that. Yes, this is our easy, quick sauce. Now, I'm not saying, ooh, I'm not saying you shouldn't put this on some noodles and just eat that with maybe like some kale and broccoli, but like, I'ma just keep taking sips. That's good. That's really good. But, y'all, can you believe how quick that was? Like, bruh, so fast. Okay, I'm gonna put this over to the side. We're gonna clean up a little bit because it is time to assemble! Lasagna, assemble! Can you imagine if like all these different characters came in and it was a bunch of people assembling things? No, it's just your girl, Gabrielle. Just her assembling, moving things around. Y'all, can you believe I've been teaching these classes for about 2 years? 2 years, y'all. That's how long she's been doing this. March, I think it was like March 8th was my first class. And y'all, so much has happened since then. So much has changed. I feel so like we could talk about the abundance. We could talk about the blessings. But let's talk about the growth, because that's where I feel the most fulfilled, honestly. It's just seeing like how much better I've become as a chef, how much better I've become as just a creator, how more bold I've become. It's been a journey, and it's been a good journey. And now the journey continues with this lasagna. So can y'all see that? I want y'all to make sure you can see it. Oh, yes, everyone can see that, right? Thumbs up if you can see. This is like the best part of this recipe. It's watching me assemble it, because, oh, it's so good. And then I'm going to show y'all exactly how we melt the vegan cheese, because everybody be asking me, girl, how I melt my vegan cheese like that? And I'm like, I got you right here. Come to my live class. That's why I always teach the I can never say this word. Tips and tricks. Let's say it one more time, y'all. Tips and tricks. I always show the tips and tricks in my live cooking classes. So I always suggest people come. Oh, I love this song. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We gonna vibe to it. Hey, hey. Oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey. Sorry, I'm got it. Baby, you got it. All right, here is our lovely lasagna layer. Woo! All right, y'all, I'm gonna scoop this out. Y'all think I should pour it or scoop it? I'm kind of nervous to pour it, but I say we go for it. Baby, you got it. Baby, you got it. Baby, you sexy. Baby, you so pretty. Somebody ever got it. Baby, you got it, got it. Hey, I'm talking about my food, of course. I'm not talking about anybody. What? Baby, you got it. Baby, you got it. Sometimes you just can't help. Do y'all play music when you cook? Baby, you got it. Baby, you got it, got it. Baby, you're so pretty. Somebody ever got it. Baby, you got it, got it. Hey, I love it. All right, as you can see, I have fully loaded up my platter right here. My glass, I suggest using glass because that way it's just easy. It doesn't stick to the bottom of glass. Sometimes with metal it sticks to the bottom. Baby, you got it, got it. Baby, you're so pretty. Somebody ever got it. Baby, got it, got it. So I have about 1 inch, 1/2 of an inch. You see? That's where all of our cheese is going to go. And I flattened it out because it just won't be so much easier, y'all. Right, so now here is our sauce. Y'all remember our sauce we made? Now you can do it like this. We just do a little drizzle. Oh, snap. That right there is the body of a goddess. Baby, you got it, got it. Now, if you want to, you can spread this out from corner to corner with your spatula, but I kind of like the way it looks, a little bit more organic. I mean, hello, we all vegan here. I like the way it looks, just in its little dollops. Y'all see that right there? Boom, a dollop of deliciousness. And now we're gonna add on our cheese. It's time to add on the cheese. It's time to add on the vegan cheese. It's time to add on the vegan cheese. All right, so we're gonna be using a lot of cheese with this. Y'all get ready now. And also, just can y'all see the seasoning in there? Can y'all see that? Come on. Hopefully y'all are also cooking along with me, and it's going as easily from me as it's going for you, as it's going for you, as it's going for everybody. Now, I think we should add on this Parmesan. And you know what? This is not my favorite song, and I want to be in a good place to put on my cheese. So I'm gonna change the vlog, y'all. I'm gonna change it. All right, here we go. This is first things first. We're adding on that mozzarella. Ooh, and I love the way it's just like already shredded in there. So yes, follow your heart. It's my favorite. Like, hands down. And they keep coming out with more incredible cheeses. So here we go. Make sure you get cheese in there. Every edge. You really want it coated and fully covered. You can leave a little bit out, but I like to make sure it's pretty covered. You can kind of use your hand. Y'all see how I'm using my hand to kind of guide it a little bit to those little spots. Oh, look at her. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sometimes I gotta sing to my food to make sure she do it right. I'm gonna put cheese on you. You're gonna get so ooey. She don't know, but she do know, because that's what she was made for. All right, so I just have my little delicate hand using that. And now, let's add on some more cheese. Come on now, why not? Live in it. Why not? Why not? Take a crazy chance. Why not? Why not? Add the cheese and eggs. Ooh. If you know Lizzie McGuire, then you 100% know exactly where that song came from. And if you know Lizzie McGuire, you know exactly what kind of person I am. I am a girl of Lizzie McGuire. I am a girl of Even Stevens. I am a That's So Raven being. If you can't tell based on my energy, I don't know what kind of time period that was, but that's when my favorite shows came out personally. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Debate it. Now, our final cheese we're going to be adding on here. This to me is key to make sure that it melts perfectly. We're going to be adding on just some feta crumbles. Y'all look at this again, and as you look in, I'm going to take a bite. I give this to everybody I know. I swear. Everybody I know gets some of this because it's so melt in your mouth delicious. Truly. Truly epic. Now, I'm just delicately sprinkling it out. I really want it well covered, but I don't want to fully coat it in the feta. The feta is actually just going to give it a nice little marbling. Hopefully you saw my video. You saw that incredible cheese-tacular layer. This feta is key, y'all. Okay? I'm so excited, y'all. This has been one of my favorite recipes I've made in a while. And listen, I like all my food, but this one right here, the timing of the recipe is just perfect with Valentine's Day and with the Super Bowl. I just was so proud of myself. I truly was like, girl, how did you time it out that you were going to make something this good? Now, y'all, it's time to bake this. And I have my oven at 450 degrees. I'm going to bake this for about 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to flatten out the top. I'll show you. I'm going to bring it back to show y'all. And then I'm going to bake it again to get it nice and cheesy and creamy and ooey and gooey. And we're going to dig on into it, y'all. Come on. Woo. Especially if I don't trip on all the stuff down here. All right. I'm putting it on the top layer, honey. The top layer is what I'm putting it on, the top rack. That way it gets the closest heat to cheese going on. All right, so y'all, it's time. It's time for me to answer the questions that I've just been putting off over and over again. All right, let's see. Yes, I'm always watching to this day on Disney Plus. Yes, vegans are so healthy. Thank you. So unhealthy. No, thank you. Well, I don't know what kind of kind of vegans you've met, but I will say that I'm very, very healthy. Like every time I go to the doctor, they're like, whoa, dang girl. And my husband too, so I don't know what kind of vegans you've met. I eat the rainbow, and it's really, really tasty. It's nutritious. I look up, obviously the ingredients in my food, so I know exactly where's my protein coming from, where's my B12 coming from, where's my iron coming from. So is this a noodle-less lasagna? It's a lasagna dip, but here are the noodles. I turn them into chips. You see that? They're a little too crispy, personally. We've already talked about that, but they're still delicious, and I have had some. All right, let's see. My first time watching. Hi, watching from Puerto Rico. I love your creative food. Oh, thank you. I need to go to Puerto Rico. Like, I need to. Everyone always tells me, like, oh my God. And I've had vegan Puerto Rican food, which was incredible. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I always post these recipes in the caption of the live stream eventually. As soon as it's uploaded to my Facebook, I will try to do it as soon as it happens. But y'all know, I live my life. I'm a one-girl machine with my husband obviously helping me. Y'all, I cannot tell you how much work my husband does for me. Every visual you see, y'all see this in the background? Sing your song, do your dance, speak your truth. That right there, my husband made that for me. He did everything, made my cookbook, takes all my photos. How long do you leave the chips in at 450? I think I left mine in for about 15 to 25 minutes, but I definitely checked them throughout. I was very, very tentative with them. And I wrote down the exact time, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember. It's like memorizing my lines. It literally is. Like memorizing these recipes is like memorizing lines. No question, just super proud of you. Oh my gosh, I love you, McKinley. I love you. I love you. I love you. Y'all, McKinley was on my class a couple weeks back. Dang. Was that before my birthday? Yeah, it was before Christmas. Yeah, that was a really good time. Y'all were here. Oh, I don't even remember. Oh, we made the noodles, the chicken pasta. Chicken pasta bag, easy and plant-based. Yes, that was such a good time. That was a good class. Yes, thank you, McKinley. I love you. Yes, and you are connected to the universe. Where are your earrings from? These were given to us. These were actually given to Ace by a friend in the theater community in Dallas. I have no idea. I think they're from a local, vendor. Somebody made them. I honestly, though, off the top of my head, no idea. Just watching you and your singing and watching you cooking. I just love, thank you. I'm so glad I can just bring a little bit of joy, even if it's to one person. I am down, because listen, when you bring your own joy to yourself, when you fulfill yourself with your own joy, you don't care how many other people find you joyful. You just I don't care. I am joy. I am divine love and light. I got it. We good in it. So once you get to that, it's kind of you just living that truth. You live by example. And if people want to come along for the ride and join you in the joy, please, I will share more. I will get better. I promise. Every single video, I promise you, it'll be better than the last. I will never slack. I will get better at creating recipes, at sharing. I just want to help other people recognize it's possible to have everything you desire. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about good relationships. I'm talking about health. I'm talking about mental peace. We're talking about real things like mental illness, y'all. Come on now, I'm just out here in the business of helping other people try to get it together, y'all. So, let's see, what else can we chit chat? Did you boil the noodle chips first? Yes, you have to boil the noodles first, cook them al dente. This was great. Bob Proctor ascended, so all the inspiration, let's see, I'm trying to read this. All the inspirational messages were great. Cannot wait to make this. I'm just trying to inspire you to inspire somebody else. Hi, it's me. Let's look. We in the UK. Oh, hey. Yes. Truly one great vegan. Listen, the thing is, honestly, y'all want to know why I call it one great vegan? Because the real phrase is one great vegan to inspire billions more. The idea is, it's not just about I'm just like me and I'm just, it's just the one. No, I want you to feel I have a whole song called Feel Like One Great Vegan. I want you to feel you are great. You are one within yourself. And I want you to be vegan, of course, because this food is bomb. Let's check on it, in fact. Let's see how she do it. Ooh! Yes. Now I know exactly when it's time. I wish I could bring y'all over here just show y'all what's good. But I know exactly the moment it is time to let it come out. And that's when the little nuggets of feta, when they are just little bubbles just about to burst, then it's time to press it down. You inspired me to make the vegan transition. Oh, I love that. I'm so glad. I hope the recipes are helping. I love what you have on. Thank you. I got this in LA. When I used to live in LA, I worked as a casting associate, and then I did like a bunch of random TV shows, Scandal, Mad Men, Aquarius, which I never even saw that show that I was in. I don't even know if it ever came out. But I did a bunch of random stuff, and while I was there, I bought some really, really cool clothes, and this happened to be one of the outfits. And it's long, obviously. It goes like down to here and it's loose. But I was like, you know what? Let's take it to 2022 and let's make it one great vegan. You know, let's crop it. Because if y'all can't tell, I love crop tops. I will wear crop tops every single day. I'll be your taste tester. Your food looks so good, honey. I'm about to be my own taste tester right here, right now. Honey, ooh, yes. Let's see, is she ready? Get ready. Get ready. Get ready to press down. All right, I'm gonna get my spatula out. Can y'all see this right here? Everybody can see? Everybody now, check it out. All right, so y'all see these are, ooh, there's just little bubbles ready. I'm gonna press this down, just like this. Yes, slide it around. Press it down, slide it around, make a sound, press it down, slide it around, press it and dress it. Press it down, slide it around, make a sound, press it down, slide it around, press it and make a sound. Press it down, slide it around, make a sound and you press it. Press it down, slide it around, and we're gonna dress it. All right. Now, as you can see, I'm doing this very delicately because I actually do not want to pierce the skin of that cheese. But if you do pierce the skin, let's say like, oh no, I accidentally pierced the skin. Just put a little bit of that feta on top, and we just gonna put it back in the oven, let it melt some more. That's what I love about this recipe. You can like redo the top of it to make it look fancy again. Yo, listen, I be doing like accidentally dropping my food in like a take that I only could do one time. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do it live. I don't know if y'all ever heard that meme. I think it's from some news. I don't know exactly off the top of my head. But, oh, that's gonna be so good. Y'all saw how easy that was? I'm probably gonna take it out again and give it a good press. Press, baby, press, because I want it super ooey and gooey. I'm heavy-handed, LOL. I gotta be careful. Yes, you gotta be careful. It's nice, delicate, but it's almost like, feels like karate in a way, like, or Tai Chi. Like, there's like a piece about it where you just have to be so delicate, especially with somebody like me who has so much energy. It's nice to sometimes have to be peaceful. And y'all, I meditate, I do yoga, I do things that like ground me as well because I can get very overwhelmed. Excuse me. I have a lot of work to do. Like I'm constantly working, y'all. Like whether it's recipe creation or it's like filming, the singing, the songs, that's the part that's honestly been taking the longest time. It's because I'm a perfectionist. If you watched my story recently, you would have seen I spent 6 hours on 2 songs, y'all, and I was like, dang, girl. Well, y'all want to know why? I'll tell you all why. Okay. The reason why it took me so much longer this time, and this is for this lasagna recipe. I literally recorded the song. It's coming out tomorrow. Y'all gonna see it. She's gonna be cute. So it took so long because I sped up these songs. So typically, how it goes is I will edit the video together to make it less. Typically, it's like 30 seconds. I try to make it less than 30 seconds. And then I'll write the lyrics and I'll like sing to it and I'll record it in there, like, you know, do a little kind of first draft of the song, and I'll just sing it. And then I'll go to my computer and I'll go to my microphone in the studio, if you will. It does really feel like that though, because it'd be steamy and hot and I'll be just in the zone. So I'll go there and then I'll start laying down the tracks. And sometimes I have to speed the song up because of the beatbox or because just the vibe is off, like it's too slow. And when I speed that up, sometimes I have to come up with more lyrics, and yeah. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on, yo. It's a lot. Ooh, child. Yes. I'm gonna let that feta, that extra little bit of feta, I'm gonna let her crisp on down so perfectly. Is my husband here? It looks like I wasn't even, baby. Come on in, baby. Hello. Are you watching me live? This is Inception. Hey, 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 hey. Come on. And you turn down the music with your kids. Oh, and Grayson's in that room. Oh, yeah. Oh, as soon as Ace gets here, Grayson's like, Father, Father. Got a tickle in my throat. And I can feel it. She's like right there. She's like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to do something about it. What you going to do right now? And I'm like, I'm going to drink water, girl. That's what I'm going to do about it, okay? 2 songs in 6 hours. That's amazing. Well, these are short songs. So if you think that's amazing, that's actually a very long time. These are 30-second songs. So, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take that long. Oh, I'm going to charge this phone right here because her battery is kind of going down. So I'm going to just... Oh, there we go. Oh, and then look at that. We just rounded it back up. And here we are, set, ready to go, ready to fret, ready to do what we do. In my booth. All right, y'all. I'm going to go get the food. And it's about time. Did you eat, my king? Oh, did he eat? He laughs. That's how you know he ate, because he laughs. He doesn't even have to say nothing.
Planta has the best French toast.
French toast?
We've never been for brunch.
Oh, snap. They got it. See, I'm so glad I suggested. Have you been to Planta? Raise your hand if you've been to Planta. They have it in New York. They have it in Florida. We love it. We love it. That's like one of the first restaurants we went to up in here. All right, I'm just going to squeeze down that little bit of my... You'll see how delicate I'm doing this? It's like a wand. I'm just pressing that down. There we go. Spread it out. Spread it out. Ooh, y'all, look at that. It's so good. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's put it back in there, y'all. Let's let her get crispy and cooked. Ooey and gooey. And I'm excited because I have friends coming today. I have people in real life who are coming to eat my food, and I'm so excited because I love sharing my huge portions of food with my friends, y'all. I try to get rid of my food because I know as soon as I make a recipe, I'm gonna have to make another one the next day. So let's answer 2 more questions. 2. And then I can dig on in, y'all. This creative process. The creative process is a process on its own. Facts. I'm going to Planta. Never been, but I'm in NYC. You gotta go. It's the best French fries I've had, personally. Especially from like a sit-down restaurant. Best French fries, y'all. So, let's see. I saw one other question. Do you make desserts? I love that you asked that because... Excuse me. A nice little burp to end it off. I do make desserts. In fact, the last full-length recipe video I did when I was doing my cooking show, the last recipe I did was G-bars, but I want to update them, make them a little bit easier for people to make, and it's peanut butter and chocolate bars. They're so good. They're layered with just granola and then peanut butter and then chocolate and then more peanuts. It's just decadent, and it's very delicious. And so I think we're gonna make those. The only thing about that is you gotta freeze it, and when you teach live cooking classes, it's kind of hard to make recipes that you have to freeze. So there's that. What's your favorite brand of cheese? Follow your heart. This is my favorite, Violife and Miocos. M-I-Y-Ocos. I don't know how to spell it, but Violife with a V. Follow your heart with an F. Follow. And then I love Miocos. M-I-Y. It's hard for me to spell, and I'm dyslexic, so come on. We can't really spell. Come through. All right, let's see. Just came in. What is it that we are preparing? Honey, we are going to be making some lasagna dip. In fact, it's already made, and these are the chips. that we are going to dip inside of that lasagna dip. Where do you buy most of your spices you use? It depends. I love unique spices, so, you know, if I see a local vendor that has like really cool spices, I'll check that out. Sprouts sells them in bulk, so I really like that. Amazon, sometimes if I need a very specific, like my Indian black salt, my kala namak. Indian black salt is the same thing as kala namak. I'll buy those online. It just kind of really just depends, y'all. But online is typically the easiest, quickest way to get exactly what I need. Boom, right there. Yum! There's a fully gluten-free vegan spot near me in New Jersey. It's called Good Beat. They make addictive donuts and cake. Oh, I love cake. I love cake, y'all. What's your favorite food? Oh, I literally just made a whole post about this because I can't decide. Like every week it changes, y'all. I don't know. Caribbean food. I love Caribbean food. It's healthy. It's so hearty, but flavorful. I love Ethiopian food too. But I guess just all like African food is like the flavors are so good. African soul food. How about that? Does that count? Can we say that? Afro-Caribbean soul food. Afro-Caribbean soul food. Afro-Caribbean soul food. Put you in a good mood with Afro-Caribbean soul food. Yes, I love it. And oh, be blessed. Be blessed. For real, this is bomb. Oh, yes. The cheese is like almost too delicate. It's so good. Y'all see this? Oh, lovely lasagna dip. And it took us about an hour to make this. And I'm not mad at it because I was talking a lot. So maybe it'll take you even less time. How about it? Okay, I'm going to dig in. Y'all see everything we got. I'm going to line it up just right for y'all so you can dig in while I dig in. This is a good chip. These are my lasagna chips. Tortilla works as well. The moment we've all been waiting for, y'all. Shook. Okay, I can't eat that much, but I will partake, honey. And I know she's hot, and y'all see me burn my mouth here far too many times. Ooh. And in fact, I'm gonna get myself a plate. Y'all see how I did that? Because some of y'all were like, why is she eating over the food? Because I do what I do because I want to. Yeah. I'm gonna need more of that. I'm gonna get one more. I gotta save some for something. And you know I've been eating this every day. Look at that. This is plant perfection, y'all. Look at that decadent. That's how easy it was. This is not a hard recipe to make. Hello. Get in the kitchen. And you know what? I was impatient. You gotta add the freshness. Come on. You gotta add the freshness. How can I forget the freshness? That's just disrespectful. It really does change it. Look at that. Look at that. She's cute. Okay. I'm gonna eat some more of this because this is good. And what's great, you can eat it with a spoon. Like you can literally just pile it onto a plate, serve with some rice. It don't matter. It's good though. Look at that ooey gooey, cheesy, plant-based, protein-packed, gluten-free, soy-free, nut-free, flavorful, baby. I love it. I loved it last time I made it. It's even better this time. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. That crunch of that chip is really nice. Lentils, come on. Wow. 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 Y'all. This wasn't really good. I want to keep eating. That's the problem. Is like I'm hungry. So I'm just... But I don't want to keep y'all here just to watch me eat. Unless y'all want to. Y'all can watch me eat. Some people like it. I love it because I get to eat. I think this is the last bite I'm going to take. Then I'm going to have to fix myself up a plate, y'all. I'm gonna scrape it all up. It's like you just want more and more and more. Wow. Wow. Y'all. Whew, that was a religious experience because it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Oh my God. So good. So good. So just decadent. Look at those layers. Look at all of that. Look at this fun, this flavor. Ooey gooey cheese. That freshness. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? We gonna eat this. Ooh, and it's sliding on my hands. Y'all, I had an incredible time singing with you, cooking with you, vibing with you, just sharing truth. Excuse me. I love the song about the universe. That was such a fun time for me. So, I hope y'all make this recipe and do not forget at the end of the day, no matter what comes your way, sing your song, do your dance, and speak your truth, my loves. I will see you all next time. Then we are going to be making something salty and seductive. Stay tuned.